How we doing, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggly. I'm Will, and today we're getting a little bit of a Fantastic Four action going on for our Marvel United Megaverse lunchtime stream. I will be playing 4 characters this time. We'll see how well this goes, because I'm probably going to do the same thing with X-Men. But either way, let's go ahead and get flipped over so we can get into this, because I only have a little bit of time. Here we go. We are set up. As you can see, I guess we'll just go ahead and zoom right in on Zoom. Ricardo, I appreciate you hitting that like button. If you can't watch it now, you can always watch the restream, the live restream. All right, here we go. So we are set up for Dr. Doom. We've played Dr. Doom in the past. I think he kicked our butt, so we're hoping for a different outcome this time. All right, so Dr. Doom's special setup. Liberia must be his starting location, which is fine. Baxter Building's over here. Don't place threat on the card. Replace all of the thugs with Doombots, which is all that was there anyways. And then basically Doombots are basically thugs, right? Yeah, Dr. Doom stuff. Well, again, we are doing fail forward. I would really hate to have to knock out all 4 members of the Fantastic Four. All right, so special rules. As long as there are any Doombots in Doom's location, he can't be damaged. Once per turn, we can forfeit an action to get rid of a crisis token. Heroes cannot affect the master plan deck in any way. So we can't stop it. We can't, I guess that means we also, like, we have a, I don't know if we have an ability that lets us look at a card and put it like in the top of the bottom. I guess we can't do that either. All right. On a BAM, deal 1 damage to each hero in Doom's location, plus 1 damage to each hero in locations with a Doombot. Then increase Doom track by 2. So we have our Doom track. Overflow, if anything basically can't be added to a location, increase the Doom track by 1 for each token you couldn't add. But we also have Takeover because the Marvel United Megaverse campaign says we have to. So not only do we make a game hard, we made it even harder because this is not required for Doom. Basically, the Takeover Challenge setup, choose either regular Takeover or the hard brutal. We're going with regular. Placing the card on the table face up. If anything can't be added, basically an overflow. But this is only going to be civilians and thugs. So luckily they didn't mention his Doombots. So Doombots don't go up there. If Doombots overflow, they just overflow. Place tokens. Once this is full, then we lose the game. So there are 9 spots on that board. All right. So yeah, once this reached 20, we lose. Because there are 4 heroes, there's 9 hit points, which is always fun. Come on, everybody, stay straight. All right, you get back up there. We went with the, I've got so many of these cubes now, like so many of them came with a cube. We're using the silver cube. I've got what we got? We got silver, blue, red, black, purple, another red. It's just crazy number of cubes. Error. Please use a key. I don't like when there's an error and it says something and I can't read the whole error. We're still streaming because I see myself over there streaming, so I don't think there's a problem. Right? Let me see here. Yeah, I'm still live, so I don't know. It says there's an error with the stream key. I don't know why it's saying that. Let me go into YouTube Studio real quick, guys. Sorry about that. I don't know if it's a YouTube issue, if it's a me issue. And hopefully my hard drive isn't full. I guess I should make sure of that real quick too, because if I lose this stream, I've got to do it as a separate upload. It says I'm live. It says I'm live. Marvel United Megaverse campaign. Oh, it says please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. How do you do that? Keyframe frequency. I don't see anything that talks about keyframe frequency. Now it says excellent, so I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, Ricardo says he can watch fine. All right, yeah, YouTube's being weird. I'll have to figure out what that keyframe frequency thing is. All right, but real quick, let me, just in case I run something does happen, let me delete all of these old files. I don't know. Actually, I don't even know which ones are. I don't know which ones are which. So we're just going to highlight all of them. I'm going to say free up space. Doink. Goodbye. All right. After all of that drama, all right, so let's go ahead and go to our locations. I think we've got all three. Yeah, so this is self-destruct protocol. Self-destruct protocol, when a Doombot is defeated in this or an adjacent location, each hero in this location takes a damage. Not good. When adding Doombots to this and adjacent locations, add an extra Doombot. That is the auto assembly. Additional armor. Each Doombot in this and adjacent locations required 2 damage to be defeated. So unfortunately, because they did a good separation, I think every single location is going to require extra damage. I think every single location is going to do damage. And I think every single location is going to make another Doombot. So we got to get rid of these things quick. All right. So I found there is a voice. I don't know if I want to try it or not. There is a voice activated screen changer. It uses a macro. I don't know if I want to try that or not. So here are our 4. This is our order: Mr. Fantastic Thing, Human Torch, and Invisible Woman. We are playing with the Fantastic Four card because, well, you're supposed to play with the Fantastic Four card. This is not a team card. This is just a card that goes with this set. So I felt I wasn't cheating by using it because the main reason you have to use it is most of their cards say to use teamwork, which requires this card. So basically, if you're playing with any of these 4 characters, you kind of have to play with that card for them to work right. Jeffy Boy isn't. Dang it, we forgot Jeffy Boy again. Hang on, gotta go get Jeff again. I should just keep Jeff on the. I should just keep him on the table because I keep putting him up and then I keep having to bring him back. The thing has Jeff, by the way. All right, so let's flip over our cards. So we got Mr. Fantastic's got his plasticity because it's a starting card. Move, punch, and an action. Thing has Jeffy's not so good card, an action, and then his punch. Johnny has his teamwork card, a move and punch, and then his pyrogenesis, which again is his starting card. And then Invisible Woman has a punch, a move and an action, and then her invisibility. All right, so let's see. Let's go. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he is in New York City. Bam. Deal 1 damage to each hero in Doom's location, plus 1 damage to each hero location with the Doombots. We're good. Doesn't have that. No location have BAM, so we don't have to worry about that. Increase the Doom track by the number of crisis tokens on heroes that have them. Then 1 hero takes 1 crisis token. So we have no crisis tokens, but 1 hero is going to have to take 1. Let's go ahead and let's put him on bin. I don't know what's going to be the best way. Now, again, we could ignore an action to get rid of it. So, and then he puts a Doombot a key. So that is our first go. All right. So, Mr. Fantastic. So I have no team cards, so I don't got to worry about that. So I know I can always just draw a card. So, what is his starting card? As long as this card is face up in the storyline, during your hero turn, you can use 1 of your actions or punches in an adjacent location. Okay, so he's stretchy. We've got a move and a punch. So we want to get rid of these, is what we want to get rid of. So the wild will do it, plus it gives me the plasticity. Teamwork, perform actions of the same type as all action tokens on the Fantastic Four card, then add 1 wild token. Ooh, so we want to leave the tokens in here for this card. All right, so we're going to hang on to that card. We'll go ahead and play his plasticity. And so he's going to use his wild here. And because that is now in the storyline, oh, I can't use anything in an adjacent location. So really all he got this turn was just the wild. And YouTube's being stupid again. I got another yellow error. Again, it could be my internet. I don't know. Never know. All right. So teamwork. So perform actions of the same type as the action tokens on here, then add 1 to it. So that's his teamwork card. You must discard the leftmost hero, thug, in Jeff's location, and each location he enters. That would just give me a move. As long as this is face up in the storyline, you may ignore 1 damage during each villain's turn. Well, he doesn't have anybody to punch right now, so I think the best bet is we'll do the action again. Because then what that does, that lets us go ahead and get rid of this self-destruct. So, goodbye self-destruct. And finishes this one. Alright. In your turn, draw 1 card. If your hero has ever been a member of the Fantastic Four, you may gain a token instead. So, we don't need to draw a card, so let's go ahead and gain a token. I want to get rid of these. And I'm figuring Ben's going to have a lot of punchiness, right? So I'm thinking he needs some action tokens. Alright. And Johnny. So pyrokinesis, as long as this is face up in the storyline, you can treat a action token as a punch. Which wouldn't be bad. I mean, he'd go over here. And he's got a punch. He has his teamwork. So the problem is, I think, unless there's a card that just lets you put a token here, right, without this, somebody's teamwork has to be the first teamwork, I'm guessing. Why not? Let's get the starting cards out there. I don't remember if Doom has a thing that'll make me flip them, though. All right, so we're going to move, and then we're not going to treat it as a punch. We are going to, again, we're trying to get rid of these, I think, first. I'm not worried about that one little old thug there. You gotta get rid of these. All right, Doom's turn. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh-oh. Bam. That is not good. Because I didn't put out the thing's rock form. So bam. Deal 1 damage to each hero in his location and 1 damage to anybody with oops. So his last bam should have increased this by 2. So it's an automatic increase with each bam card. Sorry. All right. So each hero in his location has to take a damage. We'll get rid of the single from Mr. Fantastic. We will get rid of Jeffy Boy for the Thing. I gave it to the Thing because I'm thinking, okay, the Thing has more HP, right? He would have more hit points, so he's got the extra cards. And then Invisible Woman. We'll get rid of the single punch, I think, for her. All right. Increase the track by 2. And then he is going to... You all fell into my trap. Increase the Doom track by the number of crisis tokens the heroes have, then 1 hero takes a crisis token. I guess we'll give it to Invisible Woman, because then she could maybe get rid of it on her turn. We need 3 civilians. So, 1 here, and 2 here. Oh, wow, that was so hard for me to figure out. Okay. All right. So, Invisible Woman, what are you going to do? All right, so her invisibility, as long as this card is face up in the storyline when the top card of the Master Plan deck is revealed, you may choose not to take any damage until the beginning of your next turn. If you do so, next turn you must play your card face down. Okay, so she can stop damage, but then she's got to play her card face down. So she gets a move from Johnny. Teamwork. Perform actions of the same type as the actions on the Fantastic Four card. Then add a token. So that's not going to do her much good. And she'd get one in here. Oh, they should go up there. Probably need to get rid of that overflow. So let's go ahead and do her invisibility. And so she's going to move up here, and we want to make sure this does not overflow. Yeah, all of them have like single. I just noticed like most of them only have a single action because they're expecting you to use this teamwork card. But like I said, somebody has to do that teamwork card first. So, Mr. Fantastic has an action. And I got two, the double wild, then the move and the punch. I think we're going to do... Oh, as long as this card is in the storyline, you can turn one of your symbols into an adjacent location. So only one, though. I was thinking if I stayed here, then I can get the end of turn, but then I'd be wasting an action. So I think we will do that. We're going to move over here with Johnny. I'm going to punch the thug. And we're going to do the action on the threat. That works. All right. And the lovable blue-eyed thing. All right. So. Punch, but he can't punch anybody there. But he does get a move. So he gets a move, punch, punch. Problem is there's nothing to punch there and there's nothing to punch there. Ooh, that's not good. So he really needs a double move. All right, so we're going to use his move action. So we're going to move here. We're going to perform the action to get rid of this. Because we've got to get rid of them before we even try to, like here, like the self-destruct, I have to get rid of this before I try to get rid of that, right? We'll use our second move, and we will punch this thug. All right, we are 2 threats down. You may discard 1 thug from any location. Discard is not as good as, like, rescue. 1, 2, 3. Guess whose turn it is? Dr. Doom. 1, 2, bam. So yay, nobody gets hurt because there's no things. He didn't add anything down here. We do advance this 2, 1, 2. You'll rue the day you ever heard the name Victor Von Doom. 1 hero takes a crisis token. So everybody, you get a token, you get a token, everybody gets a token. All right, so unfortunately, we are going to have an overflow here, which makes this go up 1. And then he's putting, he's getting citizens to Latveria. All right, so that track is going up fast, man, and there's no way to take it down either. I mean, it's getting rid of these crisis tokens. So we're on Johnny. All right, we're on Johnny. So move and punch doesn't do him any good. But Johnny hasn't taken damage, so he gets to draw a card. Double wild. My teamwork. I need to get the teamworks out there, I think, because I think I need to just fill up that card with stuff. Because that's really how they work, is with the teamwork card. So his teamwork is an action, which can rescue a civilian. So he gets a move action, or it can do 2 actions here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Johnny's going to be the first one. So he's not going to take full advantage of it, but he gets to put 1 there. And then he's going to move in 2 actions. That means the thing will be able to finish this threat on his turn. Well, when it comes back around to his turn, because he just went, so. All right, so. Visible Woman. All right. So she needs to rescue people. So we're going to play her teamwork card. Right? So with her teamwork card, she gets to perform actions of the same type of all tokens on the card and then add one. So she gets 1 action, 2 action, 3 actions. We don't want to get rid of the crisis. I'm doing 3 actions. I'm getting rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Let's go. Let's go. All right. And then she adds an action to it. See, that's how they work. You've got to get them action tokens. So you got to get those teamwork cards out as soon as possible. I think maybe in our first playthrough, that's the same thing. We didn't put them in there quick enough. So same thing with Mr. Fantastic. I'm gonna do the same thing with him. I'm gonna use his teamwork card. So he gets a wild. So I think I'm going to go ahead and move. He gets 1, 2, 3 actions. So 1 gets rid of that. Does mean we finish that, and then 2, 3. That does mean Doomy Boy is going a little bit more rapidly now. Oh, there should be one on there. All right, so, which is good. I got my full 3 turns. I got everything on here. Now we have a wild on here. Whoops, that is not a wild. That is a move. So now we got lots of goodness in there. So we can pretty much complete these on a single go now. All right. I don't like this though. I don't think this is going to be good. This is my country. Move to Latveria. Bam. Nobody's in Latveria. This does still go up 2. He adds Doombots everywhere. So you get a Doombot. You get a Doombot. And you get a Doombot. Ugh. No bueno. All right. So the only one we have left is this one, which takes damage when you get rid of him from here. Here, you must take 1 damage for each thug or Doombot in that location. So we got to go up there with like a lot of punches. A lot of punches. All right. So Mr. Fantastic went last. So thing. All right, and this was rescue 1 from this location, but we had already done that. All right, we need lots of punches, right? So he's got a wild to move, so we're good. All right, so we're going to use his punch, his teamwork card now. So we're going to use the wild to move. And then we're going to punch. Oh, he's going to take 3 damage for doing that. Oh no, he gets the punch because there's another wild here. So he's still going to take 3 damage, which is still going to knock him out. And there isn't a special knockout rule. He needs to go up there he needs to be able to get up there. Let's do the move. Let's do this one. Maybe the rock? Maybe his rock. As long as this card faces the storyline, you may ignore damage during the villain turn. That's end of turn. Ugh. We're going to have to do the move and punch, because then that'll give us 3 punches. Still going to get knocked out there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I had 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, no. We'll get rid of 3 of them. Yeah. That's what we're doing, Will. That's what we're doing. All right, so we're going to do is move and punch. So move, punch, and then the wild punch. Oh, we're still taking 2 damage. He's still going to get knocked out. Oh, is there no way for me to do this? I'd have to move, basically. I'd have to move, punch, move, I think. So if we're going to do this, let's go back to our teamwork card. I'm going to move. I'm going to use the other wild to get out of dodge. Because this way I get to add another punch for somebody else. Okay. So we're going to move with the wild. We're going to punch with the punch. It says you treat these as thugs. And then we're going to use this wild here to move here to New York. Because this only allows me to rescue from this location. Yeah, I think that's what I have to do. Let me double check the card. I don't remember if I can use the tokens. Oh, he did have an action. So while we were here, we're going to use his action token to get rid of, to rescue that guy. Playing one or more Fantastic Four during, place the Fantastic card on the table within reach. It will be used with their Teamwork hero cards. Okay, so it doesn't, you can't use the tokens on it. It just goes with the hero card. So my hope is we have another hero card we're going to be able to take advantage of all those tokens. All right, and now we add a punch for him. All right, Johnny Boy. Johnny Storm. All right, so he has double wild, punch, move, and punch. So he gets a punch. So he needs a move. So this'll work. So we're going to move and punch with Johnny. So move, punch, and then he gets the things punch. So 2 punches. He luckily hasn't taken any damage yet, so we'll just let him take 1 damage. All right. Unfortunately, that means it is Doomy's turn again, because we have now accelerated him. All right, so he's going to go to 1. Bam. So he is going to bam on Mr. Fantastic. 2. And there is a Doombot here. Oh, plus damage to each hero in a location with a Doombot. That's everybody. Oh, geez. So Mr. Fantastic's knocked out. Because he has a Doombot. Alright, so we have to resolve his knockout first. So this is the normal knockout rules, because there aren't any special knockout rules. So the normal knockout rules, I think, is he just does a bam again, right? I think that's the default rules. It's been a while. Villain, no, where's KO? Move a villain. Add thugs, overflow. Activating a bam, playing a card. Turn sequence, missions. There it goes, KO. Here's usually take damage from henchmen and bam, KO. If the hero discards the last card from the hand of the villain turn, they are immediately KO'd, lay them down. Then immediately resolve the ban effects listed on the villain dashboard, but not the threat cards. This could cause others to be KO'd. Alright, so we are... Oh, geez. So it says immediately once the knockout happened. So I haven't even started doing the rest of that special rule. Right? So this interrupts the special rule. So now we have to do that again. Deal 1 damage to each hero in Doom's location, plus 1 damage to each hero in location with any thugs. So now we're doing the knockout bam. Or do we finish the bam and then do the knockout bam? I don't think it matters, because we're gonna end up losing the thing. So we're losing the thing because he's going to take 2 damage. And then we're going to lose the Human Torch because he's going to take 2 damage. So that's 2 more bams. Right? So this bam already moved to 2. Then I have to do another bam, which moves it 2. And then I have to do another bam, which moves it 2. Then I have to do another bam, which moves it 2. That's ridiculous. I did that right. I know I did that right, but I don't think that's right. Because that's a cascading bam. It just keeps bam, 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 and everybody had Doombots, so they all get knocked out. Which means as soon as he draws another card, it's game over. Let me go read that again. Okay, KO. If a hero discards the last card from the hand, whether during a hero or villain turn, they are immediately KO'd. Lay down the hero's game piece, they are KO'd. Then immediately resolve the ban effect listed on the villain dashboard, but not those on threat cards of any type. This could cause another hero to be KO'd, creating a chain reaction. multiple heroes are KO'd at the same time, the villain BAM effect is resolved once for each KO'd hero. Important. KO'd heroes must be ignored by all game effects, both negative and positive. Start of the turn and they stand back up. Yeah. But this is basically a loss. There's no way to win this at all. Because everybody's knocked out, and I'm nowhere near done completing these two to even start doing damage to them. So we'll play it out, but this is going to be a complete loss. There's there's just no way. Like I thought I did a good job getting rid of all the Doombots there, but I guess I didn't. Guess I didn't. Oh, actually, I did miss one thing though. This had 1, 2, 3 Doombots, right? But I only have one there. So I missed 2 Doombots here. Not like it matters. Not like it matters. All right, well, there we go. All right, so we are on to Johnny Wentz. We're on to the Invisible One. Oh, I didn't do this when she ended her turn there. When she ended her turn there? She ended her turn there a while ago. Oh no, she cleared that here, didn't she? Yeah, I think she cleared it there. Oh, man. See, if I would have gotten things rock skin out, he wouldn't have gotten KO'd. The problem is it's that then increased the Doom track by 2. And because this is the Doombots are part of his BAM, not part of a special rule BAM on a location, then they happen. So there was no way to stop that either. All right, well, we'll play it out. But like I said, it ain't gonna work because there's no, I can't. Oh, it acts as a slot. Sorry. Oh, so I don't. Well, he did that overflow way before I did it. I don't even know what to do because I know I've lost. So it's just like I don't even know what to do. No to removing her punch. No, she already had a move and a punch. Double action. So double action here. Then a move. Punch a Doombot. Well, when a Doombot is defeated in this or adjacent locations, each hero in its location takes 1 damage. So, luckily, she still has a card and everybody else is knocked out. So, technically, that's the best time to get rid of a Doombot. All right, Mr. Fantastic. Let's see what we can do, buddy. If I get 3 and 3, then, and his next card is not a BAM. Right? His next card would have to not be a BAM, which I don't think any of his cards are not a BAM. Somebody had to ignore the card. I thought somebody had to ignore the villain card. Maybe I was thinking of something else. Super Genius. This turn you can treat all symbols as wild. Well, Yeah, here we go. Super Genius. All right, so we're going to Super Genius. He gets to treat all symbols as wild. So he basically has 4 wilds. So 1, 2, 3, which completes this. So that's 3. And then 4, he does 1 damage. We at least put a damage on Doom. Oh man. Yeah, because that's a good thing I got rid of them, because remember he can't be damaged if there were any Doombots in there, right? Because the Doombots are pretending to be him. All right, if he's got a bam, it's game over. Bam, game over. Doesn't even matter. Right, because then Invisible Woman gets knocked out because of the Doombot, and then he does another bam. So yeah, it's just wash, rinse, repeat. Doom is hard, man. This is the second time we played him and still couldn't even come close. I'll have to watch. I don't know if Kanjay or Co-op Guild did Doom on their playthrough, but we're going to fail forward. This does mean we lose all 4 members of the Fantastic Four. Holy cow. That's not good. So where's my Edge browser? There we go. There we go. So I got that fixed because I basically just have it open in another tab now. All right, there's Doomy Boy. So again, I failed forward, so I am going to say skip on this. Yeah, challenge takeover. Oh, that's neat. Tells you what you need to do. What does I click on Dr. Doom? Ah, it takes you to Marvel United website and then tells you all of his cards. But then what I have to do is I have to manually update the cooldown tracks and everything. I would say, okay, it's only the people that got knocked out during the fight, but he knocked everybody out during this fight. That's crazy. All right, no equipment. We don't have the team deck yet. Jeffy Boy was with us, though. And we're going to skip. So again, that completes this, which again, we're doing because it's the only way I can progress through the campaign and get some other stuff on the channel for you guys. So what I end up having to do is I will have to go in and manually update the JSON file to basically knock out all of the heroes. So, and then this basically, I think I already unlocked Kitty Pryde. I went through and figured out my path again. Yeah, so this already unlocked Kitty Pryde. We do want to unlock towards Professor X, getting him. And then I do know I need Colossus at some point. I don't need him right now. And then I'll need Falcon at some point for one of them that I've got set up. So, future games, we have, we'll be painting the X-Men on Saturday, hopefully, which means Monday we'll have Magneto versus Cyclops, Beast, Jean Grey, and Iceman. And then Wednesday we'll have Taskmaster, Captain America, Hawkeye, and Black Widow. And then Friday is Sandman with Spider-Man, Scarlet Spider, Spider-Woman, which will then unlock us Miles, Gwen, Nova, Miss Marvel, and Colossus. Okay, so I was waiting until Friday to unlock all of them. And then Friday, Saturday, we'll be painting MODOK, Nova, Wolverine, Sabretooth, and Kitty Pryde. Because then the following week, Monday is MODOK with the champions. So Miss Marvel, Miles, and Nova. Wednesday is Sabretooth with Wolverine, Kitty Pryde, and Colossus. Again, why we need to do that. And then that will... we'll put some more brains toward Professor X, and we're going to unlock Storm. And then that following Friday is Callisto, Storm, Cyclops, Jean Grey. Although I say that, but I forgot to put that I need to paint them. I might have to move that around because I won't have Callisto, Storm painted yet. So that might move down to a Monday, but yeah, we will see. All right. All right, there we go, guys. Unfortunately, that was another defeat at the hands of Doctor Doom. If anybody has suggestions about how to beat Doctor Doom, especially with the Fantastic Four, because this is their box. Like, they should be, if anybody, they should be the one that should be able to beat them. I want to think last time, same thing. I think we lost due to the villainous plot. I want to think that track, just because it goes up 2 every single time with a BAM. It's been our game over, I think, every time we played this. And every card has a BAM. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We would technically be at 12 BAMs anyways, just by the point we got to where we could start damaging him. No BAM there. That's 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So he has 20 BAMs alone. He would increase by 20 for the BAMs alone. He only has 2, 3 cards where he doesn't have a BAM in this entire deck. That was what was coming up next. And then the other one was on the very bottom. So again, if he would have pulled this card that turn, we actually probably would have been able to put a little bit of damage into him because he was in a location with no Doombots. But yeah, that is a rough one, guys. Again, if you like the Megaverse campaign, make sure you leave a comment. Let me know my current path. You can say if you think that's a good idea, bad idea, or suggestions of where I should go next. Hit the subscribe button, that way you know when I post these videos, or more importantly, hit the notify me so that way you can come out to these lunchtime streams and join me. Until next time, guys. Peace. Oh, hey Steve. Yeah, no, that's fine. You missed it. You can watch the replay. It was a BAM fest. It was a BAM festation. You just kept knocking everybody out. Either way, I'm gonna go eat some lunch. Steve, you have a good one, man.